Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dissect the financial statements of your favorite companies and make sense of the so-called corporate jargon. Today we are looking at I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated, a company that on the surface seems pretty straightforward, but let's see if the numbers tell the same story or if there is a hidden narrative we need to unpack. Before we dive in, if you are finding value in these breakdowns, make sure you subscribe, and hey, we've got a fantastic community over on Discord, linked in the description below where we discuss these filings and more. So what we have here is a Form 8K filing. Think of this as a company telling the public about a really important event that just happened, something that investors need to know about right away. In this case, I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated is giving us an update on their financial results for the quarter that ended the 30th of September 2025 and also sharing some other company news. Now, the core of this filing, the juicy part for us, is the announcement of their financial results. Companies are required to report these numbers so we can see how they are doing. It's like getting a report card for the business. They've released a press release which is basically their official statement about these results. While this information itself is important, the filing clarifies that this particular announcement isn't going to be treated as if it is officially filed, with the SEC in a way that could lead to major legal trouble under certain sections of securities laws. It is more of a public announcement they are required to share. Let's talk about what is traded on the stock market. Their common stock, which you can buy and sell, is listed under the ticker symbol I.M.M.U.N.I.C on the Nasdaq stock market. This ticker symbol is what you'd use to look up their stock price and see how the market is reacting to their news. Now, this particular filing doesn't give us the detailed line earnings report like a 10Q or 10K would. It is more of a notification that the results and update have been released. To really dig into the numbers, we'd need to see that accompanying press release, which this filing says is attached as an exhibit. Unfortunately, we don't have that full press release in front of us right now. However, what we can infer from the context of an 8K reporting financial results is that the company is sharing performance details from the third quarter of 2025. Typically, this would include revenue, expenses, and profit or loss figures. We would be looking for growth or contraction in their sales, how well they manage their costs, and ultimately, whether they made money or lost money. For instance, if they reported a significant increase in revenue, we'd want to know if that came from selling more products or simply raising prices. If their expenses went up, we'd question if it was for necessary expansion or just inefficiency. The key is to see if the company is growing in a healthy, sustainable way. Let us imagine for a moment that the press release available as Exhibit 99.1 did contain some numbers. If I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated reported, say, a 15% increase in revenue compared to the same quarter last year, that sounds good. But if their expenses grew by 20% in the same period, that would be a red flag. It means they are growing sales but at a slower pace than their costs, which could squeeze their profits, or perhaps they reported a net loss. A loss isn't always bad, especially for companies investing heavily in research and development, but we'd want to see a clear path to profitability. Is this loss a sign of a struggling business or a strategic investment for future gains? The crucial information, the actual financial numbers and corporate update, are within Exhibit 99.1. This report tells us that the company did indeed issue this press release on the 13th of November 2025. This is the key document that would tell us about their financial health for the quarter ending the 30th of September 2025. Without that specific exhibit, we are looking at the wrapper without the contents. We also see the required signatures here with Daniel Vitt, the Chief Executive Officer, signing off on this report. This confirms who is officially responsible for the accuracy of the information being filed. So, looking at this filing from a high level, I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated is following the rules by reporting important events. The critical piece of information, the financial results, is referenced but not detailed within this specific 8K form. It relies on the attached exhibit for the specifics. In terms of company direction, it is hard to give a concrete assessment without the details of the financial results. An 8K filing about financial results is usually positive or at least informative about the company's performance. We can assume they are sharing information they believe is relevant to investors. The fact that they are providing an update on their financial condition suggests they are either releasing their scheduled quarterly results or there is a significant development to report. A major risk for any company, especially in the biotech or pharmaceutical sector where I.M.M.U.N.I.C appears to operate given its name, is the success or failure of their product pipeline and regulatory approvals. Without the press release, we don't know if they hit key development milestones or face setbacks. However, I can say this. Companies that are transparent and timely with their financial reporting generally build more trust with investors. Filing an 8K promptly for this kind of event is a positive sign of good corporate governance. The real analysis, the story of whether I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated is thriving or struggling, lies in that missing press release. Alright, that is our quick look at this I.M.M.U.N.I.C Incorporated 8K filing. What is your take on the importance of timely financial updates, even if the details are in an appendix? Let me know in the comments below. If this breakdown helped clarify the purpose of this filing, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deep dives. And don't forget to join our Discord community. Linked in the description to keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.